Well, hello everybody. It's Tyler, and I am tuning in here right now. The time is oh goodness, what time is it? It's 12:40, and an unusual thing is happening with SoFi. Let's tune in and see what's going on. I'm going to bring my picture up here into the corner, and what you're listening here to is this morning. The old crow Tyler was up very early. I think I like that better than the rooster even, but we'll see. Tell me which one you think. Maybe the old crows. It sounds good. It's fitting for me. But let's get rid of this first of all, and let's get on here to the right thing and make sure we're doing this all correctly. And I almost made a mistake. This has to go up on the very top. This has to come down below me. All right, I'm gonna get this right. And then the display capture is going to go right up underneath me so you can all see what's so exciting right now. So here we go. Let's get rid of that and get at it. And here we go. Boom. Whoa, what is happening with SoFi there, folks? Well, if you wanted to have happened to have been subscribed to my channel and hit that notification bell, you would have seen this video that I put up. And here it is, SoFi, all systems go. I published it just a little bit ago. You can look at it if you want. It's a short I put up. It only had 6 views, and that's too bad because at the time that I was showing this video, the price was at 8.59. So I pointed out a few things on that video about charts, and you can check it out if you want to, and you'll see what I was showing everybody when the price was 5 or 6 cents less than it is now. Now, I want to start off by thanking every one of you who have subscribed lately. And look at here, I've had a plus 135%. My watch time has gone up 631 hours more than usual. Wow. And that's all because of this stock, SoFi. Everybody is so interested. Wow, this is so loud. I hope it's not. Let's turn it down a little bit. Goodness. So this is outside on my back deck. And man, wow, crazy. Uh, there's a lot of activity out there, and I have so many birds around here because I feed them, and I also have a bird bath which I take care of every day. And I have a video on here about bird baths. If you happen to be a bird lover, go see my little tip about how to keep them clean so easily. It'll help you out. Put Tyler Self bird bath. So anyway, let's go over here to Sofa. Look at this chart. My goodness gracious. And then the volume, look how low it is. And the reason I mention that is because if you click over here on the historical data tab, which I'm going to show you here, and the reason I've been so lately congestion stuff and everything in coffee is because we have so much smoke from these fires in Canada. You can't even see the sky. I will say this morning when I got up, that smoke does create the most unbelievable sunrises with the reddest, just sky is just incredible. But anyway, let's look at this volume. Take it way back to the beginning. Well, I'm not going to go all the way back to 2021. The volume was just so low you couldn't even see it. 10,000, 20. I mean, 8 or 10 million shares a day, and even less. But now we're looking at the volume increasing, even though you see right here 16 million in December and so forth. All right, so that's the end of my birds. I recorded about 3 minutes of them this morning while I was sitting out there meditating about my thoughts and what I was going to put together. And I already did one video earlier this morning called The Early Bird, if you want to watch that one. And while I was out there, wrote down a few more notes. So one of them here is, and we're going to keep this down to 5 minutes. And let's just go ahead and set this alarm right now. Set alarm for 12:53 p.m. And thank you. And then now we're going to jump over here to these charts. Why I'm showing you right now what I see that's so exciting. Look at these. Look at these stair steps forming right here and now. And generally speaking, this 12 o'clock rundown is a daily. You can count on it for the most part. That's my opinion only. And again, all the things I'm going to say to you, we've been through this before. But if you're a first timer here, I want to say thank you. Hit that subscription button for me, and you'll be one. I'll be one step closer to the 1,000 goal I'm trying to achieve. And it's been escalating, as you can see, so much, and because of SoFi and people just like you. So if you want to take the time to do that, click that. Click it. I guess it might be over here. I got to look because I remember the screen's all different. So yeah, I guess it would be right down there. And when you click on that, you can also click on the notification bell, and then you'll get these flashes when I come on, like I did over here. And I already closed the page, but anyway, I do flashes when I see opportunities that I think are good, and I'm not always right. And I tell people even On most of these videos, I tell them, hey, I can't guarantee anything. And I say it on this one here. I cannot guarantee a single thing. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do watch charts and I let those mediate what I do. And right now I'm seeing something I really, really like. So let's get in here on this one day. You can see, and then folks, this green line here, as I've said before, is a 200-day moving average. Get in here closer and you can see here on this volume today that just made this fall that everybody was selling on. Um, how far did it fall? This is something I've been showing others. We start out over here, and the price was up here when it hit this price right here in the morning, 858. So let's do a quick bit of math, real quick. 8.58 minus, and where did they drop it? Or I'm not. Where did it fall to? The support came in for it at 836 or so. So minus 836. That's a 22-cent drop. So I'm going to write this down for my own future knowledge. The first one was 22 down. Then let's move over here to the next spot where it hit a high, and that would have been right about here. I'm looking over here, which would be, again, on this screen. I think we're going to be talking over here is going to be the opposite of what I see. So over here is where you're going to see the black box 856. So 856, we'll start there. 8.56 minus, and then what was the drop to? Right there. Not really all that much. 849. Well, everybody can do that. 7 cents. So that's the second drop. Second. 7. And I'm breaking this down technically, folks. This is how it works. And then you take a look at this next one. It was at 854 right there. Yep. 854. And then we saw it revisit 844. So a 10-cent drop. Third, 10 cent. And what I'm measuring here is the strength of the stock by doing this, folks. And so we can look at these other ones. They were very small. But the next time that when it got to the resistance where it ran out of steam, was 868. I'll write that down. And then it fell how far? Where it got support. 858. 10 cents again. Fourth one, 10 cents. Same as the last. Okay. Then see it get up here again where it's starting to threaten the breakout. 868 again. And then where did we fall to? Currently 863, and that's correct. And what time is it right now? It is 12:48. 12:48. Okay. And yeah, early bird was up this morning writing things down like these numbers right here while I sat out there. And you can see volume levels of this morning's numbers. These are actually past records. This is this morning's. And I've showed you on this other one, but I'll make it short. Right here, you can see where it was and the time that it was, because over here is the bid price. This is the time over here, and you can see it says 409. Price was 8. What does it say? 855. 409 in the morning, 855, folks, and it went all the way up to the high of 859. That was at 6:05 in the morning. Hit 859, hung there for quite a while to 6:30 at that number. Then it hit 860, 6:33. See, I'm tracking all this. And but here's the thing. If you go back to the 15th, look at the volume right here. 341,000 shares there. It was at 263,000 at 4:50 in the morning, and that's a huge difference because, well, basically around 5 o'clock. You're already 250 something thousand. That was the 15th. Let's look at the 20th at 5 o'clock, roughly 170,000 shares right there. Whoop, I guess it's time to end this video. I'm going to hit snooze one time. It should be called the snoozer, the stock snoozer. That's a good one. That might be the one. You tell me what you think if you like that idea. But I don't snooze. I mean, I snooze. Yeah, that's my naps every night. I go to bed at 12. I get up at 4. That's snoozing for some people. Anyway, but the early bird. That's early bird gets the worm. But let's compare these numbers here at 5 o'clock on the 20th of where it was at 508, 160,000 shares at 508. And then here, where were we at 508? 508 on this one, we were at 289,000 back on the 15th when it was really starting to take off and going to $10 or so. But now look at today's volume this morning in the pre-market, folks. This is very interesting. So all these numbers here from 851, 853, 854, all these figures you see here was on incredibly low volume, if you can see it. By 5 o'clock, we weren't in 200,000 or whatever. There was 9,006. I'm off the screen probably. I just realized that. At that time, there was 9,600 at 5 o'clock in the morning. 9,600, man. So this move that you're seeing here is a is what they're saying is exactly what they're saying on these headlines. If you go over to these headlines, it's a cool off because look how hot this thing was. It was on fire, hit 1023. It was so hot it got triple downgraded. The triple decker downgrade, I call it. I've shown you, go back to my other videos and you'll see information about the people and analysts that made those predictions, especially the first one that was before the triple decker, and that was right after the earnings, which, by the way, I'll show you over here. Look at these earnings by this company. 4 years back, 3 years during COVID, an increase of a million, went from 442 million to 565 million. And right in the thick of COVID, 977 million, and all the way up to 1.52 billion. And you can see what all these analysts are saying here. Strong buy four of them, buy four of them. Seven say hold, not a one sell in there. Let's go see. Last time I checked, and I keep track of it, is institutional holders as of May the 11th was 613. So let's go see where we are now and see how many holders there are that are holding. Look at that. All during this terrible downgrades and the whole 9 yards. People like Vanguard and BlackRock, I'm not going to shake their tree. I don't think so. So, anyway, I just want to show you these things. This is what I think is important at this time. You can see here what's going on this chart. Let's try and go to the 5-day chart, which will give us a little bit more of an idea here what's going on. Is this the, no, that's the 1 year. Man, look at that. Just look at all that volume there, pushing this thing from where it was at 4 up to the $9 range close to. And here's what I want to point out. Looking back over here, this volume here, when it was up to $24, look how minuscule that looks compared. Point this out one more time. The price was at $15. Look down here at these candlesticks to make it, it went up almost $10. Okay. So people say, well, you're crazy to think this thing could spike so fast, so far, and it could go up so quickly. But man, I'm looking at this volume over here. Do you see it? And then look at all the green candlesticks. This thing's a, and then you see this volume so low today comparatively, and it's just ascending from the same thing that happens over and over with SoFi every single day. We've all seen it. Let me show it to you. Here's the history, because history often repeats itself. So here you go. You can see they came out it in the morning. This is on Thursday, last Thursday. Look at it. And then this is the triple downgrade. All because, by the way, Bank of America anyway stated they were downgrading it because it just gone up so far so fast. It was over 100% gains, and the S&P's average is only like 7.6%. So this is just getting, you know, it's unheard of. Well, that was unheard of in similar circumstances when Apple was in its fledgling form, and Microsoft and Google and all these other fledgling companies, Facebook, you name it. They've all been at this stage. I'm not saying that I can compare this to them, and some people are laughing right now. So, oh my God, he's comparing. Well, I'm just saying that there's a lot of volume going on here, and there's a lot of accumulation, and not one institution's let go of a single share. It doesn't look like to me. And so let's take a look at this right here, 868, and it fell to 858. And here we go, 868 and 859. Okay. Oh, and then right now it's at 860. So let's just monitor this for a little bit longer, because this right here, folks, is one of my daily favorite times to buy. So let me put in a buy order right now. Just hold on. And this just take a second because I've already got everything loaded here. go. Okay. All right. Almost there. And come on. All right. I'm just doing piddling around here a little bit with it because I like what I'm seeing with this very low volume and this price. I believe if we go back to the one day, and I'm encouraged by this fact that this is what they're dropping it each time is about 10 cents each time they come on it onto it 857 down to 849, 8 or 10 cents. And I'm a day trader. I keep a core position here in SoFi, a very strong core position, and but I still like to, you know, get the dips if I can figure out where they are. And if you wanted to, I'm thinking about maybe starting up like a VIP club membership type thing or something. Where so if that's something that would be interesting to you, where I'd give you kind of the upper hand, even ahead of what I'm doing here, like maybe these would be delayed a day or so, or maybe hours, and you just get the first one. So just stay ahead of the curve, like that one thing says. So, all right, the snooze button's about to go off again. So hey, before I go, since I'm not monetized, I hope you consider thumbs up and subscribing and hitting that little bell. And I have another way I can help. I can get some help from you if this helps you and you want to return the favor. It's kind of like I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Just won't cost you a dime to do it if you have a music provider now, like Google Play or Amazon or Apple, whatever you have, Spotify. I'm on there. I have about 60 original songs, and they're created from folks all over the world. And so you're going to find a genre like you wouldn't believe. It crosses all the lines. There's no boundaries to my music, and I think you'll find it interesting and enjoyable. And I hope you'll agree that, if anything, I have some interesting lyrics that make you think sometimes. So that's what I was going to pitch to you there, and hopefully you'll get a chance to get to the music provider. Just look me up, TYLERSELPH. Hit a subscription, and if you download the songs rather than just streaming them, then that would be even greater, because on those I can make actually a few pennies, but I don't care. Just give it a listen and then come back to my channel here and let me know what you think. If you liked any of those songs, if something made you laugh, if something really caught you off guard. I mean, I'm doing country, I'm doing rap, I'm doing jazz, I'm doing, you name it, across the board, it's all there. So it's just what happens when you get to working with so many different people from so many different walks of life. So speaking of that, I hope you will enjoy your future walk of life, and I hope that I can help you be prosperous in doing so. I hope and I wish for everyone, as always, that you have a wonderful day or morning, evening, whenever it is. I hope that you, most of all, have a very healthy life ahead of you. And that's all for today. I'm going to put this one on down here, and hopefully I did everything correctly. We're going to find out in just a jiffy pop. All right. So let's get this up to full screen where I can give you a real farewell. I should have done all that I just did with me up big here, but I didn't. Well, that's about 15, maybe 17 minutes today, so I'm getting better. I used to be over 45 all the time because I couldn't stop myself from talking about this company I like so much. But that's going to do it for today, and I hope this helps you out a lot. And again, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.